Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Master Sanchez and welcome back to some more Need for Speed Most Wanted. In this video we do go up against Earl, but first I wanted to show you this little bit of a, I guess we could call it a glitch. If you do come in here speeding, watch out, because I mean most of the time you're trying to get away from the cops. This is handy. As you can see, if you mess up you do respawn back there and you're probably going to get caught by the cops, because as soon as you hit that reset button, your busted meter goes up really fast if a cop gets near you. And as you can see, you just want to kind of like go in at a slight angle. Whenever you hit that, you can come to the garage, and as long as you have a decent amount of traction, you can just pull in there and the cops can't get you, and I believe they can't see you as well. I mean, yeah, I believe this is a good, because I mean the cops can't come in there, because once you're outside, you can't get inside unless you can hit the reset button, which the cops can't do. But I mean, I think that's an overall good way to get the cops off of you. I found that earlier when I did this in the PS2 version, and I thought about it and I was like, might as well do this. See if it still works, and might as well put it in video so I can get it out there. As well, this is a drag race using the Cayman S, which I won from Baron last game. And I knew I said I probably wasn't going to use the flames, but I ended up looking over it, and I mean, I did a custom neon green and ended up doing a custom neon green with like a carbon tint to the flames, and it looks so bad. Like I just love it so much, and I mean I kind of had to keep the flames because I didn't take the decals off, so it just looks so good. Now here I am. That was a cop I crashed into, and here I am just driving past it again. Still doesn't see me. I mean, because I'm trying to do this run as fast as possible. Well, I mean, I'm trying to do it so I'm trying to do and get one big one and complete all the milestones, so I get to do less. Now, this cop, you'll see, I lay him out right here, and he ends up flipping a lot. But I mean, you don't actually hear him be like, I'm down, up until in about 5 seconds here, will I say, but really, I mean, I'm not sure if it was like a half civilian, half cop car glitch that happened there. That like he had the cop car and he was driving around, but he didn't have the coding to be looking for me. And I mean, here he is. I lost another cop. Like, I wish it was this easy to lose the cops whenever I really wanted to lose the cops. I mean, here I end up passing them. I start to evade them again, and then I do one more pass. And the crazy part is, they end up losing me again whenever I go into the underpass. And at this point, I'm just amazed about how this is working. I was like, I swear, if I lose them, I'm gonna, like, I really don't want to do all this again for the bounty, so I just pull out, I keep them on me, and, I start to lose them again, and I'm like, oh no. But then I do see that there is a barricade ahead, so I'm like, oh, that's great. I'm just gonna crash into them and then wait for one of them to follow me. Now, you'll see what happens. I crash into them. There's a cop car that could have easily followed me through the blockade, because there's not that one section, like that huge section that was open. And then I turn around, I'm probably not 50 feet, and they disappear. At this point, I'm like, I'm not sure what to do. Like, I'm just messed up. And then here it is. I just want to show you this because I just straight up tank through this one blockade, and this cop car did 6 or 7 flips, and I'm only going 120. Imagine if I had, let's see, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ends it on 6 or 7 there. I mean, that just amazes me. I was only going 120. I mean, imagine if I was in a C6 Corvette or a Lamborghini Murcielago. I mean, that's brutal right there. But I mean, only going in a Cayman S. Cayman S is a good car, but I mean, to tank through that 120 like that was just very impressive on my part. Now, there is the dreaded Lancer Evo. I hate this car so much. I'm gonna keep saying that I hate it because I mean, I gave it a chance, but it's more like a dishonored son or daughter to me now. I really don't like it. I mean, he probably picks a track, like the second track, which I'm not going to show you because I ended up losing that video file. Sorry about that, by the way. I mean, it was mostly a half hour of me restarting and raging because I could complete probably 85 or 95% of the race in first place, but somehow he would always have turbo saved up, or he would do something and he would just fly right past me, and I don't understand how this would work. And finally, after about definitely 20 to 30 attempts, probably like, if I could put a round number on it, it would be 25, 26 attempts on this race with my Cayman, I ended up saying this is the last time I'm going to do it, and that's the time I ended up winning. Again, I am sorry about that video file that I can't get you that. I did mess this up earlier. Again, I'm a little bit still new to audio editing, and I did make a mistake for that. I'm sorry. But I do show you this speed trap race against them. You know, it's a good car, except for the fact I'm not gonna say it's a good car. It's a moderate car, but I mean it's a really heavy car and it doesn't have a high acceleration. That's mainly what I look for. I look for, like, the Cayman's a perfect example if it had better handling. The Audi, great example. The Lancer Evo, terrible example. It's a really heavy car with low acceleration, and especially with the upgrades I had in it. Like, his is, I end up winning it, and it has an over-upgrade transmission and engine in it, and that's probably the only thing that makes that good. I do end up winning it. I sell it for about 18 G's with no hesitation, and just, I mean, I just don't like that car anymore. That car's branded in my mind as bad. Yeah, you saw we beat him there, and then I ended up deleting the file for some reason. I mean, here you see we go against Jules next. She does drive a very cool Mustang that I want. The thing about that is, like, I would leave the paint alone on this car and no issues, except it says Jade along the side, and I mean everything else, like, it's a good paint job. It's nice white with black and red detailing. I love the fog lights in it, that it has that original Mustang look to it. I am Nestor Sanchez, this is me logging off, and I'll see you in the next one.